In a city where image is everything, silence often screams the loudest. And right now, Hollywood is silent about Justin Baldoni, a man once celebrated as the heart of compassion in an industry built on ego, suddenly finds himself erased, not with a scandalous video, not with a viral meltdown, but with one quiet lawsuit.
I said that having read through Blake Lively's complaint, that it was evident to me that she was likely under the influence when she filed her complaint.
A lawsuit connected to Blake Lively, the woman Hollywood trusted, admired, and never expected to stand at the center of chaos. How did it come to this? How did one of Hollywood's most inspiring voices go from preaching empathy?
Well, it's still getting messier and messier. It ends with us feud between co-stars Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni,
to being blacklisted by the very system that once cheered his name.
Scoops. I mean, everybody's talking because the sink is shipping and people want to get onto lifeboats.
This is the story behind the headlines. A story of trust, creative ambition.
You're not kidding when you say this is getting messier. The author of that book deleting her Instagram account, another who plays Baldoni's sister in the film being harassed online.
And the power dynamics no one dares to speak of in public. Before the storm, there was light. Justin Baldoni wasn't just an actor. He was a message. He came into our lives through Jane the Virgin.
And one of the most significant allegations in Baldoni's lawsuit is that Lively sought to gain control over the editing process of the film. This is important.
The charming, emotional Rafael Solano. But even after the camera stopped rolling, Justin didn't fade into the background. He evolved. He became a filmmaker, an author, and a voice for modern masculinity, speaking about vulnerability, love, and what it really means to be a man. Clips of his TED Talks, his Man Enough podcast, and motivational speeches filled social media feeds. He wasn't selling fame. He was selling humanity, and people believed in him. In an age of arrogance and performative activism, Baldoni felt different. He didn't chase controversy. He chased purpose. And Hollywood, for a brief, shining moment, embraced that. But Hollywood always wants more drama, more perfection, more spectacle. And so, when Baldoni began working on a new film, a psychological drama exploring gender roles and emotional honesty, it seemed like destiny that he'd bring Blake Lively into the picture. She was elegance personified, America's sweetheart with a resume free of scandal, a devoted mother, a respected artist, and one of the few stars who had successfully walked the tightrope between fame and privacy.
That Justin won't be bullied by Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. So his lawyer told us that their recent court filings show how scared they are. But
Blake had the presence, the precision, and the trust of the public. And together, at least on paper, she and Baldoni were supposed to make magic. The project, insiders said, wasn't just another movie. It was supposed to challenge Hollywood's very notion.
And one of the most significant allegations in Baldoni's lawsuit is that Lively sought to gain control over the editing process of the film. This is important.
Of authenticity. A deep exploration of power, perception, and the quiet struggles behind the spotlight. But what began as artistic harmony slowly began to unravel. No one noticed it at first. Minor creative disagreements, subtle shifts in tone, rewrites that made the script less poetic and more commercial. According to those close to the production, Justin and Blake had different visions. He wanted emotion, unfiltered and raw. She wanted realism, sharp, focused, disciplined. Neither was wrong. But in Hollywood, different visions rarely end peacefully. What started as creative tension soon turned into something heavier, quiet, uncomfortable silences on set, and meetings where conversations seemed rehearsed. Crew members described the atmosphere as unsettling. Something was off, though no one dared to name it. Then came the turning point. An argument, not public, not recorded, but remembered. A clash over direction, tone, and professional boundaries. Both sides walked away with their truth and their silence. And that silence would soon become the loudest story in town. Within weeks, rumors started surfacing.
And one of the most significant allegations in Baldoni's lawsuit is that Lively sought to gain control over the editing process of the film. This is important.
A beloved actor facing consequences for private behavior. And then, a single line buried in a trade magazine. A confidential claim has been filed involving 2 A-list collaborators on a major studio film. Names weren't mentioned, but Hollywood connects its dots faster than anyone else. Soon, the whispers had faces. Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively. Within days, studios began to pull back. Meetings were postponed. Projects were put on hold. Emails went unanswered. No one said the word fired, but the result was the same. Justin Baldoni, the man who had built a brand on integrity, was suddenly without work. And the story the internet spun was far more brutal than the truth could ever be. Social media lit up. Did Blake Lively take him down? Was this another power play? Or did he do something we don't know about? In Hollywood, when one person falls, the world rushes to guess why. I think we all have a responsibility to create safe, respectful spaces in our industry. Her words, calm, unintentional, maybe even unrelated, suddenly felt like a statement.